In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve for Module 7 guided lab, that is creating a VPC peering connection. So by the end of this video, you should be able to get 30 out of 30. Okay, so let's get right to it.
Okay, so to start with the Module 7 guided lab, that is creating a VPC peering connection. Let me first uncheck the terminal box here so that I will see these instructions well. So the objective of this lab is that you might want to connect your VPC when you must transfer data between them. This lab will show you how to create a VPC peering connection between two VPCs. So after completing this lab, we should be able to create a VPC pairing connection and then configure route tables to use the VPC pairing connection. So I've already started the lab, that's why my time is decreasing here. So I'll just click on AWS to open the management console. When this happens, click here and close it. Click on AWS again and it will log you to the management console. Alright, so let's look at the instructions. Remember, by the end of the lab, this is how your architecture should look like. Okay, alright, so let's see, we've already started the lab. So let's look at task 1, creating a VPC pairing connection. Okay, so let's see, two VPCs are provided as part of this lab. So lab VPC and then shared VPC. Lab VPC has an inventory application that runs on an Amazon EC2 instance in the public subnet, and then shared VPC has a database instance that runs in a private subnet, and this is how the architecture looks like. Alright, so in the AWS management console, we are asked to choose VPC, and then in the left navigation pane, we should choose peering connection. So let's search for VPC. If you don't find it here, search it here, VPC, and then open it. And then in the left navigation pane, choose peering connection, and then choose create peering connection, and then configure these settings. So okay, so we have our VPC console here. Alright, so instead we should check the left navigation pane and choose peering connection and create peering. So let's check the peering connection here. We have peering connections here. Let's choose the peering connection and then create peering connection. And we are asked to configure these settings. The peering connection name tag should be lab peer. Let's just copy that and then paste it in here. And then the VPC requester should be lab VPC, and then the acceptor should be shared VPC. So the requester should be lab VPC, and then the acceptor should be shared VPC. Alright, so choose create peering connection and then choose OK. So scroll down, create peering connection, and now we've successfully created the peering connection. So let's look at when the VPC peering connection is created, the target VPC must accept the connection request. So to accept it, select lab peer here. So to do that, you can click on peering connection, select lab peer, and then we have to accept that by going to the action and accepting the request. Alright, so go to action, accept request, and accept request here. Okay, then in the pop-up box, choose close. So you can choose to close this here. Then task 2, configuring route tables. So you will now update the route table in both VPCs to send traffic from lab VPC to the peering connections for shared VPC. And this is how the architecture looks like. So in the left navigation pane, choose route tables. So we are going to choose route tables here. Alright, then select lab public route table and then configure this. So lab public route table is a lab public route table. You should choose that one. And then in the route tab, choose edit route and then add route, then this destination. Okay, so let's just copy this destination first. So we are asked to go to route, scroll down, edit route, add route, then add this destination. Alright, yeah. So let's scroll down. For the target, select peering connection and then select the lab peer. So here, select peering connection, scroll down, peering connection, click here and then select the lab peer. Okay, so when you are done, click on save changes. Alright, you will now configure the reverse flow for traffic that comes from shared VPC and then goes to lab VPC. So select shared VPC route table. Let's click on route tables, shared VPC route table, this one. Select this and then unselect this. Yes, stated it here. If the checks boxes for any other route table are selected, clear them. So we've done that. So it's only the shared VPC route table that is selected. Okay. So in the route table tab, choose edit route and then configure this. So let's copy the destination. I'm sorry. Let's copy the exact destination. Then go to route, scroll down, edit route, add route, then the destination we should paste this, right? Then the target should be peering condition and then choose lab peer, same as the one we just did. So peering connection, then lab peer, then save changes. Okay, so task 3, testing the VPC peering connection. So now that you've configured the VPC peering, you will test the VPC peering connection. So you perform the test by configuring the inventory application to access the database across the peering connection. So on the services menu, choose EC2. So let's just open a new tab. Let's duplicate this tab and then open the EC2 console here rather. Okay, EC2. Click on EC2. Okay, in the left navigation page, choose instances, then copy the IPv4 IP, public IP. So let's check the instances running. You can click here or click here. They will all take you to the same page. So let's click on this one and then select this. And then we are going to see the IPv4. If you don't see it under details, click on networking and you'll see it here. Okay, this is the public IPv4 address. Okay, so let's just copy it as required. Okay, then open a new web browser tab with that IP address. So let's open a new tab, paste it there, hit enter. And you can see the inventory app here. Okay, alright, so choose settings and then configure this. So paste the database endpoint to find this. Paste the database endpoint. Alright, so to find that endpoint, first of all, they said we should go to settings and then with this endpoint. To find this endpoint, we can they showed us where to find that endpoint, right? So to find this endpoint, select details next to AWS. Okay, so to find this particular endpoint, we should go to details show, scroll down, and this is the endpoint they are talking about, right? So let's copy that endpoint, then paste it here. All right, let's look at the next thing to do. The database should be inventory, so let's copy inventory, and username should be admin, so we are going to type that one. And inventory, the username is admin, and then the password, let's check the password. So we should use lab password, so just copy the password here, copy the exact password. When you are done, you should save it. So paste the password here and then save it. Alright, so we are seeing our inventory data here. Okay, so I think we are done, right? So let's submit our work and then check our marks. Click on yes. Let's wait for like 30 seconds to finish the grading. Alright, so the submission has been recorded. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to get the other videos, alright, or other related videos. Okay, alright, let's wait a while. Okay, and now you can see that we have 30 out of 30 here. Okay, so thank you for watching.